Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Tortoise Cash Flow. So in this video, we're going to take a look at all 5 of my sites and see how they're doing traffic-wise and also how much money they made this month.
Drifting in my heart, I know a fool. Lying ain't my only goal in
So this month I made a little bit less than last month, but I still made a pretty decent amount of money. So you look here, in total, I made $749.35. I spent $431, and so in total I profited $318.35. So my profit is a lot higher this month because I managed to spend quite a bit less this month. A lot of the content that I ordered this month was just shorter content compared to the longer form content that I normally order, which is how I was able to lower the expenses for this month. I don't know if it'll continue being like that. It's not really my goal. It's just how it happened this month.
It just ended up happening.
It is nice to have larger profit. That way I can whittle down on the amount of money that I spent last year and hopefully get closer and closer to break even point by the end of this year. I don't expect to break even by the end of this year, but I'll get closer to it. Right now, all I really care about is building my business and increasing that monthly cash flow.
It's gonna be 150 here or 250 at South Beach Toll.
And hopefully get that to $1,000 per month by the end of the year, which I think is possible, being that I'm so close at 750 and last month I got a little over 800. So I'm definitely getting close, and I think I can definitely reach $1,000 per month by the end of this year.
Easy green.
But we'll see. So taking a look at my first site, this is my main site that I started last year, around February of last year. So it's been just about a year since I've created this site, and also a year since I've started blogging in general. You'll see this month, even though this month was a shorter month, being only 28 days, we still managed to have a 14% increase in traffic. So last month we had 21,000, this month we had 24,000, so about a 3,000 increase in traffic. And this month is shorter, and I get on average about 800 views per day. So if you multiply 800 by 3, it's about 2,400. So really I had an even larger increase. That would make it almost 5,000 more viewers this month if this month had the same amount of days. Taking a look at the Google Search Console, it's pretty much the same. It's slowly increasing, very slowly. You'll see the impressions are pretty much the same, but the clicks are going up, and that's because the click-through rate is going up. So around this time, I talked about it in my last report, I changed a setting inside of Rank Math to update the date on my posts each day. So when people look them up in the SERPs, next to the article title it'll say, for example, February 28th, if that's the day. My theory is it's more likely that people will click it because it looks like it's a more up-to-date article. It could also just be a coincidence, because you see towards the end here it seems like the click-through rate has started to drop off a little bit, but we'll see how it goes going forward and see if it's an actual trend or if it's just a coincidence. Let's take a look at how much money this website has earned. So you see last month we earned $250.90 in commissions. That's about a 6.87% conversion rate, 361 ordered items, 5,000 clicks, total items shipped 9,000, and about 20 returned items. So not too bad with the Amazon commission, but most of my money comes from ads. I have a little bit on AdSense and a little bit on Ezoic. So let's take a look at the AdSense earnings. So this month, this site has earned $19.45 from AdSense. And somebody asked why I have AdSense on my site if I have Ezoic. And the reason is basically AdSense and Ezoic work together. So whenever an Ezoic ad can't show up for whatever reason, then the AdSense ad is put in its place. So basically it just allows me to earn that extra $20, and it doesn't take anything away from my Ezoic earning. So it's just more money.
Woo! More money, more money! Ah!
Some people probably don't want to do that because they're worried it's going to slow down their site, but I don't mind it. Any extra money I can get at this point, I'm going to take it. So let's take a look at how much money I've earned from Ezoic. So in February, this site earned $251.19 from the regular Ezoic ads, $155.16 from the premium. So in total, it earned $406.35 with an EPMV of $15.68. So the EPMV slightly decreased this month for whatever reason, but my traffic has increased, which is why we earn more money this month. Not quite where we were in December, but it's slowly getting there. So hopefully in the next month or two, the EPMVs will increase and we can reach this level or maybe even surpass it. So taking a look at the spreadsheet. So a lot of you are familiar with my spreadsheet. It's in all of my income reports. A lot of people have asked if they could get a copy of my spreadsheet. So from now on, I've actually created a blank copy of the spreadsheet, and I'm going to leave a link in the description of all my videos from now on. You can click that link and you can save a copy of the spreadsheet onto your own account, and then you'll have it for your own websites. So this is all my stats. I had 23,000 organic sessions, 24 total sessions. This is the money I earned this month. So in total, this site earned $678.20, slightly less than last month. The expenses, we had a lot less expenses, so total expenses only $268. So in total, this site here profited $410.20, which is about a little over $200 more than last month, which is great. So far for the year, you see I've already started adding up for March because I'm recording this video a little late. So far for the year, this site here has profited almost $400, which is amazing. Now we'll take a look at site number 2. So this is site number 2. This is a site that I didn't think was going to do much. I created 30 posts on it. I think this site is just about 8 months old now, so it's finally getting out of the Google sandbox. Really, I didn't have a whole lot of hope for this site. I thought maybe it was not a good niche. It's a pretty small niche, and I only created 30 articles. But you'll see that this site is actually starting to take off. It had a 25% increase in traffic this month. Last month it had 222, this month it had 279. You see most of the traffic is coming from Google. It is getting a little bit on Reddit, and if you watch some of my previous videos when I talked about this site, when I first created the site, I started doing a lot of posts on Reddit, and a lot of those posts actually ended up ranking on the first page of Google for the search term, which is interesting. So it outranked my own article, which is weird, but I think eventually my article will outrank the Reddit post, because on the Reddit post, all I did was I posted the title of my video article, and then I did like a brief summary, and then I linked to the article saying, if you want to learn more, read my full article. You would think that the full article would eventually outrank the Reddit article, but you'll see I haven't posted on Reddit in like months, 3 or 4 months, but I'm still getting traffic to those pages, which is interesting, and it actually earned me money, so I guess it is worth it, at least early on, to post either on Reddit or other forums. So let's take a look at the Google Search Console. So you see the site hasn't really done much for a while, and you see now it's starting to get the hockey stick growth. It's really started to spike up here in March 5th. So I'm thinking March is going to be a really good month if the trend continues. This site normally only gets like 5, maybe 10 visits a day, and now all of a sudden it's getting over 20 clicks per day. So what I'm really hoping for this site is that it starts making about 50 to 100 bucks a month. I think I've spent about $600 on the site just on content. I wrote like half of the articles myself to keep the expenses down. If I had outsourced all the content, it probably would have cost more like $1,000 to $1,200. I think $50 to $100 per month would make the investment worth it, but we'll see. So let's take a look at how much money this website has earned this month. Taking a look at the Amazon Associates, you see that we actually made pretty good commission here on Amazon. Towards the end of the month, we made $7.77. So not too bad, a lot better than it normally makes. And then we'll take a look at AdSense. So this month it only made 13 cents from AdSense, which this site really doesn't make a whole lot from AdSense normally because it doesn't really have much traffic. Now we'll take a look at Ezoic. So 300 visits, $1.80 regular ads, $1.12 premium. So in total this site made $2.92 from ads, and the EPMV is pretty low. I mean, $9.61 compared to my other sites making $15 to $20 EPMV. So this one's a little bit smaller than my other ones. Not too bad. Let's take a look at the spreadsheet. So organic sessions 234 compared to 166, total sessions 279. Affiliate earnings, you'll see we made $7.77 compared to $2.74. This is the typical affiliate earning, and then this month we made quite a bit more. We also made a bit more on AdSense and a bit more on Ezoic and Premium. So in total we made $10.82, and normally the site only makes about $5. So the traffic is increasing and so is the income, which is great. We had no expenses, so in total we profited $10. And now we're up 15. Last year like I said, we spent about $600 or $700 on this site, so we have a ways to go to make our money back. But if this continues to increase, then it's a possibility that we could break even by the end of the year, which would be awesome. And now let's take a look at site number 3. So not much to report on this site. It's down 18%. This site just goes up and down. I haven't put any posts on it in months. When I bought it about a year ago for $1,000. Should have only paid $600, but the person talked me up to $1,000. It wasn't really worth it, but it does make a little bit of money, so I'm slowly making my money back. But the amount of money I'm making per month versus how much I spent probably wasn't worth it. The site has a lot of potential. If I had the time to work on it, I could probably turn it into something pretty good. The niche that it's in would be great for Pinterest and possibly YouTube, which could generate tons of traffic if you knew what you were doing. I just don't have the time to focus on this website, and I also don't really care about the niche. If I have time in the future, when I have more income coming in and I can afford to pay for editors and stuff, then I might look into working on the site. But the niche honestly isn't too interesting to me, so I don't know. I might end up trying to sell it, at least get my money back, but we'll see. For now, I'm just collecting the money, and the site's pretty much just stagnant, not really doing a whole lot. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the Google Search Console. It's about the same thing. The impressions are pretty much staying the same. The traffic staying the same. See the reason the traffic went down this month? Mostly due to the click-through rates decreasing, because you see the impressions are the same, but the clicks aren't. For whatever reason, the click-through rate has gone down a little bit. Not sure why. I guess it just goes up and down. It's a little bit seasonal niche as well, so that could also be a factor, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's take a look at the Amazon and see how much money it made. So it made 11 cents from Amazon. We got one little sale. It doesn't really do a whole lot on Amazon usually. It usually just makes about 15 to 20 bucks from ads. So let's take a look at the ad earnings. AdSense, it made $1.70. And let's take a look at Ezoic. And with Ezoic, it made $8.64 plus $5.42. So it made a total of $14.07. With the EPMV of 11, so the EPMV is not the best, but it's not too bad. In December it was at 13, so hopefully it increases back up to that point. But let's take a look at the spreadsheet. So we had 978 organic, 1,000 total sessions, 11 from affiliate, $1.70 AdSense, $8.64 Ezoic Premium. So in total we made $15.87, slightly less than last month. Like I said, it goes up and down. So in no expenses, so all profit, and in total we've profited $34.35, and I spent I think $1,000 on this site. So really all I'm expecting for this site, or hoping for this site, is to just break even. And if I ever get to a point where I want another site to work on, then I'm going to work on this site. Yeah, not expecting too much on that site. Site number 4, this is my MIGA website. So this will be, this is its own case study, so it'll have a separate video. Basically I'm trying out short content, 1,000-word articles, 500-word articles, seeing how they're going to do. And I'm also trying out Pinterest for the first time. This one's more experimental. I think I'm up to like 50 posts and still in the sandbox, not really a whole lot to report on, just spending money on articles, about 200 bucks a month. Spent 163 last month, but stay tuned for that video. And now my fifth site, this is the site that I bought on Motion Invest. If you haven't watched my review of Motion Invest, I'll put it in the cards up above. So basically on the analytics on the Motion Invest website, they stopped it right before December. So the site looked pretty good, but turns out it was hit by a Google update, the December Google update, so it lost half of its traffic. But the previous owner only had it monetized through Amazon and was making like 50 to 70 bucks per month on Amazon, so they sold it to me for $2,000. Thankfully I was able to put ads on it, so I was able to recover most of that income. But what I was hoping was that I would put ads on it and this site would make over 100 bucks a month. Due to the update, that's not really working out for me, but usually some updates will cut traffic, and then other future updates bring the traffic back. So that's what I'm hoping for, but even if it doesn't, making about 50 bucks per month isn't too bad. It'll just take like 3 to 4 years for me to accumulate my money back if I don't work on the site. But so far my plans, once I'm done with the MIGA site, or once I have more time, I'm going to start working on this site next, because it's got the second best domain rating out of all my sites, and it's got, I think, the second best EPMV rate as well. So it's the most promising site out of all my other sites so far. This is definitely going to be the one that I work on next. But for now, I'm just letting it sit and collecting the dividends. We'll take a look at the analytics. So as you can see, this month we were down 27%. So last month we got 2,000. This month we only got 1,500. But again, this month was a shorter month, so if we got those other 3 days, then it probably would have been about the same as last month. I'm not adding any content to this site, and the last article posted was probably a year ago. I don't really expect it to grow or anything. I'm hoping that it'll eventually recover, but I don't think it will. It's been a while since the last update, so I think about 2,000 visits per month is about what this site's going to get, and then hopefully next update it'll return to normal. But if it doesn't, like I said, it's not a big deal. It's not the end of the world. Looking at the Google Search Console, you'll see impressions are all about the same. The click-through rate has gone down a little bit this month, which is why the clicks have gone down a little bit. And I'll just show you what I'm talking about in case you haven't seen it yet. So this is what the traffic it was normally getting, and then this was the December update. It just dropped about half of its traffic right there. And when I went on the website to order it, it cut off right about here. So I didn't see all this until after I bought the site, or after I put my $1,000 down payment. Then they showed me the rest of the analytics, and at that point it's a non-refundable down payment. So I was pretty much stuck with the site no matter what. It's not the end of the world. I'm still earning money, so it was still worth it, but it just wasn't as good of a deal as I was thinking. Anyways, let's look at the Amazon income. So this month we didn't earn too much. Last month I think I earned like 20 bucks. Some months you get good commission on Amazon, other months you don't. So this month I only earned $1.25. Let's take a look at the AdSense. So this month this site earned 95 cents from AdSense, and let's take a look at Ezoic. So this site earned $26 from the regular ads, $16.09 from the premium. So in total this site earned $42.26 with an EPMV of $21.58. So like I said, this site has a really good EPMV, so that's why I definitely think when I'm done with the MIGA site, or when I get to the MIGA site to a point that I'm happy with it, I think the MIGA site I'm going to get to at least over 100 articles. So I'm at 50, at least 100, probably more than that. I'm just going to work on it this year, and then next year I think I'm going to do some backlinking for that website. And while I'm doing backlinking, that's more passive because I'm not going to build them myself. I'm just going to pay somebody else to do it, so that'll be more passive. Then I can start working on this site. So like I said, in total our gross revenue for this month was $749.35. In total, we spent $431, just mostly on just content. And so we profited $318.35 on the blog. On the YouTube side of things, this is my main site's YouTube channel. It got 18 subs this month and it made 9,000 views. And then I spent $298 on products and $8 on an editor. So I'm trying out this editor on Fiverr, and he's pretty cheap. I think it was a 20-minute video. I did all the filming and everything and gave it to him, told him what I wanted. He got it done in about a week. So I'm gonna keep trying him, and that way I can just focus on this channel. I can just edit videos for this channel, and then I can have him edit the videos on that channel. That way I can continue to produce enough videos, because I'd like to do a video every 2 weeks on that channel at least, and then a video every week on this channel. And that's just a lot when you're also combining having 5 websites and my day job. It's just a lot of work, so that's why I do a lot of outsourcing. And then for this channel, I got 50 subs and had 2,000 views. Last month was crazy. I had 100 subs. I think I had a site that was, or I think one of my videos was being shared or something. I'm not sure why, but I got a lot of subs. But anyways, that's the end of this video. Let me know what you think, and let me know how your sites are doing as well. If you like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and also subscribe if you haven't already, so that you can see future content and continue to follow my journey as we try to reach $1,000 per month by the end of 2021. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.